Dave Hall here with Restore Muscle Car in Lincoln, Nebraska. We're just going to do a quick little shop update on what we got going on here with some customers' cars, a few pieces that we're just finishing up, getting ready to ship out. This right here is a 78 Trans Am that we finished. It's a Pro Touring build. It's got an 800 horse stroked LS3 motor in it with a manual 5-speed in this car, overdrive, vintage air, all the bells and whistles. It's a narrowed rear axle. It's got the Ride Tech 4-link in it. It's got our custom billet wheels. These are 18 by 12s on the rear. We got 18 by 9s on the front. Basically, everything's upgraded in as far as the gauges, the controls, all the drivetrain, suspension, everything. This thing is a super fun, fast car. This is getting ready to ship out to, I believe, Tennessee here tomorrow for a customer of ours. Tyler dropped a new drivetrain in this 70 Scout for a customer of ours here that's local. We had put a Blueprint 350 motor in it, rebuilt the transmission. It's got a manual transmission in it, and a couple years ago we did a Raptor liner paint job on the outside of it. It's for a local doctor and his son. Their family basically drives it all over the place. It's one of their favorite things to run and drive in. The motor was tired, so this winter we threw a motor in it. So basically just getting all the last minute things wrapped up on it and test driving and fixing a few little odds and ends. Over here we got, we're finishing up an 87 Gnx Grand National for a customer of ours out of Kansas. And it's getting a lot of the last minute touches put on it. We redid the paint on it, doing all the refresh on the interior. We did a bunch of tune up to the drivetrain, and just getting all the little small things done to it. These cars are definitely going up in value and really good cars to be restoring. This 80 Trans Am, this is an original car from a customer of ours out of Illinois. We just got done painting this car. The guys did a really good job in the body shop on getting this thing knocked out, and Ryan's taking it through its last steps. Him and Sunshine are basically getting it assembled, doing some wet sanding, polishing, final detailing. We'll get it assembled enough to a point here to where we can, get it ready to get it back to the customer as soon as possible. This is a Brewster Green 73 Trans Am that we're it's going over onto the lift here this next week, so we can drop the drivetrain in it and start getting all the wiring and all the plumbing and stuff done, so we can start hanging some more green parts on it and getting them off the shelf. Behind us here, over on the lift, we got a customer of ours, a 74 Trans Am. It's basically got a couple little last minute things we're doing to it with a touch-up wise, and then we're going to get it out and do some driving and get everything kind of checked over and have it ready to hopefully deliver here real soon. We've got another Pro Touring build. This is Joe's car up on the lift here. This is a 78 Fisher T-Top Trans Am. It's got one of the Blueprint motors in it as well, stroked LS3, 7-liter motor, basically with a 6-speed overdrive transmission. It's mini tubbed. It's got full DSE components from front to rear. It's got our custom billet wheels, narrowed rear axle. It's got a Ford 9-inch with 12-inch wide wheels on the back, 335 tires. We had to put a custom roll bar, getting all the wiring finished up. We'll start hanging bumpers, tail lights, deck lid, getting the deck shelf done with the sound system, and getting ready to start putting the dash pad and stuff like that in it. By the way, we have our Bandit Run event is coming up. It's our yearly event that we put on in celebration of the Smokey and the Bandit movie, and this year is actually the 45th anniversary of the movie, so we are going back to Texarkana to drive from Texarkana to Atlanta, and a couple fun spots in between. Anyway, make sure that you check out our website, thebanditrun.com, and our Restore Muscle Car page. We're going to be rolling out registration here pretty soon. We're expecting over a couple hundred cars to be joining us on this trip this year, and a lot of fun things to happen along the way. 77 Trans Am. This is a special edition T-top automatic car. This car has only got like 30, 40 some thousand original miles. Came out of Maine. Got some good documentation stuff with it. We just got done doing kind of a refresh on the interior, detailed the engine compartment and getting it all buffed out and detailed, and going to throw the hood on it. This is all original paint car. This thing drives like the day it was new. Just a really neat, fun car. Right next to it is the 70 CUDA 440 six-pack car that we've been finally getting in all the last minute pieces to it. It's super close to being wrapped up, just about to a point to where we're ready to get it aligned and tuned and get it out on the road and do some driving with it before we get it off to Kevin, its owner. Jake's working on a 70 Trans Am. This is a Lucerne blue, bright blue interior, 4-speed car. Jake's getting all the metal work done on this car. It was actually a really nice car when it came in, but it had some previous work that was done to it that we weren't happy with. It wasn't up to our standards, so we cut back into it. NOS quarter on this side, new trunk floor, NOS trunk floor, tail panel?
NOS tail panel quarter, but the trunk floor is
aftermarket. Okay. Basically we're going to refresh the whole underside of the car. It'll get repainted its original red oxide. We'll put all the new brake lines, fuel lines, get the drivetrain system all finished back up. The interior's all brand new and stuff in it. It'll all be going back together. Jake's just trying to wrap up all the metal work on it here this week so we can get some paint work done on it and get it through the body work phase next. But it's coming along really good. Over here, Jack's working on a 71 Challenger. This is a customer's car, Kevin from western Nebraska. And this car originally came from Texas. It was a car that we got through Gas Monkey Garage. I'll have Dylan show a picture of it when we got it on the screen. But this car is it's an orange car with kind of an orange plaid interior. It's a really neat setup. We're going to do some upgraded suspension components on it. We did a bunch of metal work on it. Jack did all the metal work, patched the floors. Had to do some quarter work, and we put several other pieces on it, but it's coming together really nice. We're just trying to get it wrapped up so we can get the bottom side painted and get it down on its suspension on the 4 wheels and tires so we can get it on the ground rolling and then finish the top side of the car. We've got a couple other vehicles in here. This is our Buick Skylark convertible, a local customer's. This car just went back on the frame here a few weeks ago, and Justin's kind of taking it through the bodywork phase now, getting all the gaps and smoothing out the panels, getting everything blocked out, trying to get all the lines the way he wants them. And we're gonna basically get this thing into a final primer here really soon. It's getting there. This is a customer out of California, his blue Blazer. We just did a little bit of touch-ups on it. Gonna put some moldings back on it. We're putting a roll bar in it for him with a Bimini top. And then we'll put the hard shell back on it and get the emblems and a few other things back on it so it's ready to ship out here probably within the next week or so. 73 Formula. This is a customer's car. Well, this was one that we had. We took a car in on trade for a customer of ours. He's from New York, and this had white interior in it. We decided to put black deluxe in it, and it's still retains its original orange carpet. It's actually a really neat color combo for this car. Chum's kind of finishing getting all the last minute stuff done on it for us here today, and then we'll get it all checked over and get it ready to ship out to his winter house, which I believe is down in Florida. We have a 70 CUDA 440 car. It's all built up. It's got all upgraded Hotchkiss suspension on it. It's got the year one 17-inch wheels on it all the way around. Super fun car to drive. It is shipping now down to Florida tomorrow for a customer of ours, and he's pretty excited about it. I'm hoping to get to see this car again because it's a lot of fun to drive. Right behind it is our 99 Trans Am. This is a car that Richard came across in a collection up out of Minnesota. We are just finishing up doing some detailing, buffing, and getting it ready for a new photo shoot here this week, and it'll go up for sale on our website. 6,000 original miles. This car runs and drives out super nice, automatic car in really good shape. Up on this lift. We got, this is a one owner 73 4-speed 350 Formula. We've got, this was an original Nebraska car that we got in years ago and took it through its restoration. It's actually a fairly low mileage car, but it sat out in a barn for quite a few years and just needed kind of a refresh. So we kind of went back through and redid the paint, interior, drivetrain, suspension, wheels, and tires, detailed the engine compartments, coming out really nice. Josh is working on, this is a customer of ours car, a good friend. He's, this is a 44,000 original mile, 88 IROC Camaro, third generation Camaro. These are now really coming up in popularity. To me, they've always been an iconic car for myself growing up. They are becoming more of something that people really want to have and keep and collect. Josh is getting some valve seals done on it right now, and then replacing the intake gasket and just getting it checked out. 86 Chevy Blazer, West Coast vehicle. This is a really neat, kind of a rare color combo with the black and charcoal down the side and the orange stripes as well. We're going to do a little bit of touch up and stuff on this, but it's got a 2-inch lift on it with some new 33-inch tires. It retains really good interior. We're going to put a couple of seat covers on the front to kind of freshen them up. It's got the rear slider sides on it. Runs and drives actually really good. We gave it a quick tune up here this week. We got a few more things to do to it, but this, along with several other, we got another 86 Blazer in from Arizona, another 86 short box K10 Chevy pickup, another 78 green one owner Survivor paint truck that just came in too out of Tennessee. Got some really nice square body trucks in right now, Blazers, pickup trucks. And so to make sure you check out our website, watch our news feed. We're going to be posting a lot of new stuff, and it probably won't last long. We're going to try and keep everything in a reasonable price range after we put some time and money into making them better. But some really neat stuff. 69 Trans Am, customer's car. Just finishing up a few little odds and end details. This car is going out to California for our customer Patrick, and he's got a couple other vehicles that we're working on here too. We got a blue Blazer over here for him as well, and you know, we got a lot going on here. But just real quick, I wanted to touch on a lot of parts. During the last 2 years, we've been really kind of going through and reorganizing all of our parts in the back here. We work very closely with the guys at Lev Rack and their storage systems that help us organize all of our parts. So these are all sliding racks that we're able to move back and forth, and we put all the small parts in on shelves. They have a whole new system that we're getting ready to implement for our technicians, for workbenches and storage units for them as they're working on cars and taking parts on and off of vehicles. But as you can see, we got a plethora of seats, interior panels, lots of used parts, dash bezels, steering wheels, trim rings, lots of motors. We got a lot of stuff. Anyway, we're trying to post as much stuff as we can on our website. Otherwise, please reach out to sales@restoreamusclecar.com if there's anything specific that you are looking for, and we will have Chad or Kevin in our parts department try and help you locate something if we have it for you, and if we don't, then we'll recommend who to go to. All right, guys. Hey, restoreamusclecar.com. We want to make sure that you like, share, tag, follow our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our Facebook pages. Reach out to us with any questions. Call us, message us. Sales@restoreamusclecar.com is our email address, so that you can contact us for any new used parts that you're looking for. We'll let you know if we have it, and if we don't, we'll recommend somebody else. We are also putting on 2 big auctions this summer. We are putting a square body truck auction that is going to be out of Grand Island, Nebraska on the 25th of June. That is going to have over 100 square bodies, along with other early first-gen trucks. There'll be some OBS vehicles. We'll have probably some random cars and some muscle cars in the group. It's going to be an all-outdoor auction. It'll be a one-day Saturday event. We're expecting quite a few people to be there, and there is going to be some extremely rare square bodies and trucks that are really hard to find, that a good friend of ours, Todd, has collected over quite a few years. Follow along on our website just to make sure that you can keep up with what we got going on there, because hotel rooms and all the accommodations and stuff are going to be filling up pretty fast as we kind of roll out all the details on the auction and stuff as well. Todd's shop is called Big Fish, and he's got a really neat collection that everybody's going to love to see. We are bringing a whole bunch of stuff from our collection as well, and then to top that off, the very next month, the end of July, we have a big indoor auction, air conditioned, with food, alcohol, all the amenities, basically seating and everything. We're going to have a full-blown indoor auction that you're going to be able to, you can bring your vehicles there to sell. We're going to have a bunch of our own, and then everybody that we know and work with is going to be bringing out vehicles to sell. It's a great time of year. Vehicles are strong, selling very well. If you're looking to get rid of something, now is the time to do it, to find a new home and move on to something else that you'd like to have, because there's a lot of stuff coming available too. Anyway, we're going to have all the details on our website. Don't miss out. Make sure that you go to our website and join our email broadcast that we send out on a weekly basis with all these updates that I'm talking about now and all the links, so that way you don't miss out. Thank you.